Hi friends, today we are going to start the new video that is on Numpy, and in this video we are going to looking to the Numpy shape. Okay, so Numpy shape already we have used in our previous example, but we are going to see it in this video. We are going to see that how we are going to work with the Numpy shape and how we are going to use and wherever it useful for us. Okay, so first we are going to open the paint. Okay, so now here we are going to create a simple one single array. Okay, so for understanding, and it has some element. Okay, so let's consider 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is the single array. Okay, so in the single array, if you see here, we have 5 elements. Okay, 1 to 5 are the elements. So what will be the size of array? So it will be, we consider the 5 because we have 5 element in this array. So if we want uh, figure out the size or size of element in this array, so we can say we need to count it have a 5 element, or size of array is a 5. Okay, so that is a example of the single array. So that is the first example. Now we are going to create the two-dimensional array. Okay, and for that we are going to do the same thing. So let's create 2 by 2 array, 2 rows, 2 columns, for understanding, simple. Okay, here we are given to 1, 2, 3 and 4. But if you see here, this is our a single box, and in this single box we have 5 elements. Now we have this kind of, we can say it's row. Okay, and here we don't have any columns. By default column size is 0. Okay, and row size is 5. So r is equal to 5, but column size is equal to 0. So because it is a single dimension array. Okay, now here we have a 0 column, first column, sorry, 0th row, first row, 0th column, first column. So if you see here, we have r1, r0, r1, c0, c1. So now we have a 2 dimensions are here. Okay, so what will be the size of this element? Let's consider the roughly we're going to see we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 elements here actually. So what will be the element? We have 4 elements, but how many dimensions we have? Okay, so if you say 0, 0, 0 comma 0 means 0th row, 0th column we have 1. Okay, 0 column, sorry, 0 row, first column we can have 2, first row, 0th column we have 3, and 1 column, 1 row at 1 position, 1 column, 1 row we have 4th. So if you figure out here, we have 2 rows, okay, and we have 2 columns. So basically we have 2 dimensions are there of the data, and we can use it. So this is a simple way to see the and figure out the columns size of elements. Basically we're trying to figure out, trying to count it. Okay, so now if we go to our here on collab. Okay, so what it's take? Okay, so parameters of this function is, parameters of this is like array. We can give a input as a array. Okay, and what is it return? Return the size. Okay, it return the shape, or we can say size in terms of tuple. It will going to return in tuple of ints. Output of tuple is in ints. Okay, so what does exact? It's going to count the number of element in your array. Okay, So it is similar to like it equivalent to the length function. Okay, length of array we can say. So it will going to give the number of same thing. Okay, so equivalent to the length. Okay, so we are going to create now executing this one. So 1D we can say. Okay, so in p dot arri. Okay, so now we're going to create np dot array. We're going to pass the list for single dimensions right now, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, and if we are going to print it 1 underscore d and print it, okay, invalid literal. So cannot start with the array underscore 1 not a. Copy it and we're going to paste it. We're just going to try to print it. Okay, so our array get printed in tuple. Okay, because this thing, if you see here, this is our list as array and it's covered by the 2 square bracket, that is nothing but the tuple. So now I want to see the size. So how much size we are going to easily figure out, or easily we can count it. So it is 4 elements we have. Okay, so if I say print array1 dot shape, okay, so that was the function. We're going to return the, it will going to return the element of array. So 4 comma. Okay, so might be you guys expected, so it will should return the 4 only, but what is it's given a comma. Okay, so basically it's going to return the element of array along with the dimension. Okay, but here we have only one dimension, that's why dimension is not getting display over here. So only get return the elements of array which are given here. Okay, so that's why it's only show it. Okay, and that's why it is given a comma. Comma means we are going to say the dimension is not there is no dimension for this given array, so that's why it's given only elements. So now we're going to see the we're going to create the 2D array. Okay, so we can say array underscore 2D equal to np dot array. Okay, so here we're going to create the first dimensions. Okay, so under the array we're going to create 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Then we're going to create another dimension here, 5 comma 6 6 comma 7 comma 8. Okay, so now here we created 2 dimensions are there. So we're going to just go and print it. Okay, so now we can see it is a similar like a dimension, so it's similar to 2D array. So let's consider we're going to create the 2 by 2 arrays. Okay, here we have 4 by 2 arrays. So basically what the example we are going to take here, we're going to, for understanding, we're going to take 2 by 2's array. Okay, so we'll get easily correlated with our example which we draw in notepad, and let's run it. Okay, so we got a 2 by 2 array, or even we can change the element also, 3 and 4. So it's perfect example as we show in there. Okay, so we have 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So 2 by 2 action 1. Okay, so that's why it's going to say 2D array. Okay, and here we have only one dimension if you see there. So now if I say dot shape, okay, it will give the 2 by 2 array, and here we have only give the 2 dimensions, and what we can say, here we have 4 element of array. What is the element of size of element in this given array are 4, and here we have 2 elements and 2 dimensions are there. Okay, let's consider one more dimension over here. Okay, so we can say 5 comma 6 and return it. Okay, so first we get the dimension over here, because we have three dimensions: dimension 1, dimension 2 and dimension 3, and each dimension having two elements, 1 and 2. Okay, so here we don't have a dimension, that's why only display the elements. Okay, and after that they given a comma. Okay, but first preference given to the dimension, and after that given to the count of element are present into the dimension. So this is nothing but the how to see the shape of array, or try to figure out the dimension along with the element which are present in the given array. So this is the way we can do the check the shape of array and count, see the element. We can count the element of array, right? And this is written into the tuple. Okay, this is the tuple, and the type of tuple is a integer. So this is the very short and sweet video, we can say, and it's very easily understood how to check the dimension of array, how to get the elements of array, not get the elements, how can check the count and size of elements of given array. So that's it for today's video. We're going to see, looking forward into the next video. Thank you so much.